Hi there and welcome to an absolute stunning bike for sale here at WC Motorcycles. Love this job when every now and again you come across an absolute beauty like this one. Unbelievable. My guess is that someone has had this painted at some point and brought it back to life. I don't believe that it could have stayed in quite such good condition for the 35,000 miles that we've got on the bike. But they've done it really well. The paint is exceptional. It's as good as factory, no question. There's no orange peel or bubbling or any nonsense at all with it. It's a top quality job. And they've gone right through it. Everything is uber clean and very light use. The discs are really good. The depth of the paint in the wheels is lovely. Tyres are great front and rear. And when I saw photos of this, I thought, oh yeah, but I bet it's a bit scabby underneath. None of it. Absolutely lovely. Get in and show you those headers. I wouldn't be at all surprised if the person who went through this bike did engine out and clean and all that jazz, because it really is spanking. Has that been Cerakoted or is that original? One will never know. I certainly wouldn't be able to tell. But it's a beauty, absolute beauty. Got all the original kit with it. So I've got the rear seat, the original Kawasaki titanium exhaust back in the old days when the manufacturers didn't mind spending a few quid on materials. Again, the wheel's beautiful, tyres excellent. If they're not original, they're original style indicators. But high bar conversion with replacement yokes from these guys. But again, got the clip-ons, got the original yokes. Everything's in the boxes there. Original mirrors are in the box. Don't care for these particularly, but I guess if you're sitting up a bit higher, they might be a bit more useful. But again, you've got it in the box there, haven't you? So you can put it back to standard if you want to. Look at how clean all this is in here. Back of the engine, clean. Clean. Everything's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure there's a couple sitting in a museum somewhere that are slightly better than this, and maybe even one or two original ones sitting under cloth somewhere. But the bike rides really nicely. I know there's gearbox worries on these when they hit a certain mileage, but I've tried to make it jump out of gear and it's absolutely sound as a pound, no trouble. Clocks were replaced and there's a 5,000 mile deficit according to the MOT history, etc. So we're going to have to say it's got about 35,000 on it, and that is documented in MOTs, and that's not the original clock. But the original clock is in the box. I'm assuming it stopped working, which is why they came up with this one. They haven't just changed this for aesthetic reasons. Right, she's bone cold. There's my fingers on the pipe. Come off a little bit there. We'll have a go. We'll turn it off, see what happens. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's about the longest video I've done in ages, but I think it's worth it, you'll agree. If you've watched this far, I think you should be ringing me up and buying this bike. I really don't think you'll find one quite as nice as this, and forget trying to do one yourself to this standard for anything like what I'm asking for it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.